Good morning, buenos días, buongiorno, bonjour. Welcome to Flip Flow. As you can see, it's a little bit cloudy today, and that's because a little squall rolled in, bringing some wind and some waves. So the theme of today's practice is pre-surf stretches. Today's vinyasa will be integrated with some surfer movements. But before we get on that wave, let's enjoy this wave of Sukhasana. Rooting down on your tailbone, lengthening your spine up with the crown of your head rising towards the sky. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears, creating space and length in the neck. Allow your knees to cascade towards the earth, opening up your hips. And begin to focus in on your breath. Inhaling evenly and exhaling evenly through the nose. The even breathing is part of yin and yang. Bring your hands to heart center. I invite you to set some intentions for today's practice. Option to dedicate the practice to someone or something. Once you have your intention, bow your head to the teacher within. Make sure to keep these intentions or this dedication at the forefront of your mind throughout the practice. This assists in eliminating foreign thoughts and distractions. After your next deep inhale, I invite you for a collective Om. Inhale. Aum. Namaste. Place both hands on your right side of the mat. Swing the knees underneath the hips. Making your way onto all fours, preparing for a tabletop pose. Fingertips spread wide. Hands down slightly out so that the index fingers are parallel with each other and parallel with the outside edge of the mat, pointed directly forward. Shoulders are stacked over the elbows, elbows stacked over the wrists. Rotate the elbows outward. Eyes of the elbows pointed forward. Shoulders draw down away from the ears. Knees are at hip width distance. Directly underneath the hips, tops of the feet pressed against the mat. Focusing on Asta Bandha, which is rooting down on the hands, on the inner L of your palm. On your next inhale, drop your belly, raise your gaze forward, and allow your tailbone to shine in a cow pose. Exhale, press against the mat, round your spine, and shift your gaze over towards your thighs. Inhale, cow, dropping the belly, gazing forward. Before getting onto a surfboard, it's important to warm up the spine. Exhale, press against the mat. Let the head hang as you shift your gaze forward, rounding your spine. In angry cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale back to tabletop posture. On your next inhale, extend the left arm forward and the right leg back. A long line of energy from the left middle finger to the right heel. Exhale, bring that left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, extend the right arm forward and the left leg back. Exhale, compress, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, return to center at the mat. Exhale, lower the left shoulder to the mat and extend the left arm over to the right side. Shift the right palm to the top right corner of the mat and gaze over to your right armpit. Shift the right palm in front of the face. Inhale as you press down to rise back up into tabletop. Exhale, lower the right shoulder to the mat and extend the right arm over to the left side. Shifting the left palm to the top left corner of the mat and gazing over to the left armpit. Shift the left palm in front of the face and on an inhale, press down on that left palm to raise the body up back into tabletop. Exhale, shift the weight onto your heels, making your way into a child's pose, sinking your body forward, resting your forehead gently on the mat with your arms extended to the front of the mat. Option to make your way into this pose. If any of the postures feel like they're just not part of your practice today, listen to the body, listen to that inner teacher. Inhale, shift the weight forward, curl your toes, and press your hips up and back into a downward facing dog, seeking out length in the spine, letting the head hang as you drive those heels towards the earth. Option to walk the dog here, extending one leg and bending the other knee, and alternating. The first downward facing dog of the day. Slowly inch your palms back to meet your toes at the back of the mat. Bend your knees, round your spine, and slowly articulate up vertebra by vertebra. Rolling your shoulders back at the top and taking a step forward with your right foot for waves. And taking a step forward with your left foot for wind. And taking a step forward with your right foot for the currents. And finally taking a step forward with your left foot for the tides. Combining all the elements needed for a wave to come together in just the perfect way. Rooting down on the four corners of your feet with your big toes together and the heels slightly spread apart. Option to have your feet at hip width distance with the outer edges of your feet aligned with the outer edges of your mat. Establishing Pada Bandha. Engage your leg muscles, activating them. The micro bend in the knees, pelvis tucked forward, lengthy spine, crown of the head rising, with your navel pressed against the spine, palms facing forward, shoulders drawing down away from the ears. Inhale, extend the arms above head. In an extended mountain pose, shoulders are drawn down away from the ears, arms are engaged, ball of energy between your hands. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Swan dive forward to a forward fold. With your arms hanging, your head hanging. Inhale, fingertips on the shins. Lengthen the arms and turn your body into an L, seeking a micro bend in the upper back. Exhale, lower the hands down to the mat and step the left foot back and the right foot back. Make your way into a plank pose. Pelvis tucked forward, seeking that lengthy spine. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. Activating the arms. Exhale, bending at the elbows. Lower yourself halfway down to a chaturanga. And then lower yourself all the way to the mat. Extend the feet and press the tops of the feet against the mat. Fingertips go to nipple height. And on an inhale, raise up to a baby cobra. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, back down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. And exhale, curl your toes and press your hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Driving the heels towards the earth, seeking length in the spine and letting the head hang like a mango as your armpits attempt to kiss. Inhale, extend your left leg and bring the left foot between both hands. Lower the right foot and on an inhale with the hips neutral, inhale up to a warrior one. Having issues with hip neutrality here? Place your hands on your hips, pull the left hip back and the right hip forward. Left knee bent at 90 degrees, right knee with a micro bend. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat, step the left foot back, and lower yourself halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll over those toes, raise the knees, activate the legs into an upward facing dog. Seeking a micro bend in the upper back, avoiding a dump of the lower back. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg and bring the right foot between both hands. Lowering the left heel, left toes pointed towards the top left corner of the mat with the hips neutral, pointed forward. Inhale up to a warrior one. Right knee bent at 90 degrees. Rooting down on the outside edge of the left foot. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. And lower yourself halfway down to a chaturanga. Inhale, Inhale, upward facing dog, rolling over the toes. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. The bottom of your next exhale, bend your knees, shift your gaze forward and lightly step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, letting everything hang. Letting your torso hang. Your arms are like empty coat sleeves. Bend the knees around the spine and inhale. Back up to a mountain pose. And imagine yourself hanging 10 at the nose of a longboard, flying down the line of the wave, cruising along the beach in a powerful mountain pose. On an inhale, raise the arms above head as you bend your knees and lower your bum into a chair pose. Knees are over the second toes, pinkies are rotated inward. Long line of energy from the tailbone to the tips of your fingers. Lowering the chair pose. You're still hanging 10 on that surfboard. Just getting a little lower for this section. And exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. Seeking that micro bend in the upper back. Exhale. Lower the palms down to the mat. And float back into a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. This is the position you're in when you're about to pop up and you've just paddled, you just caught the wave, but you haven't quite yet popped up. You're looking both ways, making sure no other surfers are coming. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Now extend the left leg and bring that left foot between both hands. Lower the right heel so that the left heel is intersecting the right sole of your foot. Right toes point towards the right side of the mat. Left knee at 90 degrees. Micro bend in the right knee. Inhale up to a warrior two with your left toes nice and soft. Rooting down on the outer edge of your right foot. Arms extended alongside. Gazing over towards your left middle finger. We are now surfing a long wave. Kawa Funga. Dialing in your Ujjayi breath. That victory ocean sounding breath. Reminding yourself of your intentions and your dedications. Exhale, lower the left elbow to the left thigh and reach over the top of the body with the right arm, gazing over towards the right middle finger, stretching out the right side of your body in this humble warrior. Inhale into reverse warrior, swinging the arms back. Your left arm goes above the body, right hand to the back of the right leg, left knee at 90 degrees, micro bend in the right knee. You draw your breath dialed in. Inhale, warrior two. Inhale, extend the left leg, heel toe the right foot closer to the left, shortening the distance. Reaching forward with your right hand as you reach back with your right hip. Lower the left hand to the left ankle. And extend the right hand up to the sky for a triangle pose. Placing your back on an imaginary wall. Inhale, rise up. And place your hands on your hips. Rotate the right foot inward 90 degrees with your hips neutral, pointed forward. Exhale as you're hinging up. Hips fold forward to a pyramid pose. Inhale, rise up and step forward. Back to a mountain pose. Back to a hang 10 on your longboard. Inhale, raise the arms up and bend the knees. You drop them back into a chair pose. Lowering the bum, extending the torso and arms. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the arms to the mat and float back into a chaturanga. Inhale, roll over those toes. Upward facing dog. Avoid allowing the heels to splay out. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back to a chaturanga, to a downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right arm, the right leg, And bring that right foot between both hands. Lower the left heel. And inhale. Raise up to a warrior two. Arms extended alongside. Shoulders soft. Gazing over towards your right middle finger. Sinking into that hip. Keeping that right knee bent at 90 degrees. Left knee, micro bend. Exhale, lower the right elbow to the right thigh. And reach over the top of the body with the left arm. Gazing over towards the left middle finger. In a humble warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior. Swinging the right arm over. Across the top of the body. Left palm on the left hamstring. Right knee still at 90 degrees. Inhale, warrior two. Remind yourself of your intentions. And root down in your feet. Inhale. Extend the right leg. Heel toe the left foot closer to the right, shortening the distance between the feet. Reaching forward for something with your right hand as you reach back with your left hip. Lower the right hand to the right ankle and extend the left hand up to the sky in a triangle pose. Placing your back on an imaginary wall. Essentially seeking out your wingspan from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale. Rise back up. And place your hands on your hips. And rotate that left foot inward 90 degrees so that your feet are on train tracks. Hips are neutral, pointed forward. Exhale. Lower down, bringing your chest to your thigh. In a pyramid pose. Shoulders are still, drawing away from the ears. Inhale, rise up and step forward into the hang ten. Get back on the nose of the surfboard in this mountain pose. Inhale, extend the arms above head. Exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. Shift the weight onto your left foot, rooting down on the four corners of your left foot as your right foot levitates. With the right leg extended, hinging at the hips, extend the right leg backwards, making your way into a warrior three, seeking that micro bend in the upper back, long line of energy from the crown of your head to your right heel. Option to extend the legs above head, the arms above head. Exhale, lower the right toes to the mat into a crescent pose. And then lower the right heel to the right knee to the mat. And interlace the fingers above head as you sink forward. Raise the right knee and place the right palm on the mat inside of the right foot. And extend the left hand up to the sky. Avoid allowing that left knee to splay out. Exhale. Lower the left hand down to the mat. Step forward with the right foot. Rise up to a mountain pose. Extend the arms above head. Exhale. Bring the hands together at heart center, Samastitihi. Shift the weight onto the four corners of your right foot as you allow your left foot to levitate. With the left leg extended, left foot flexed, not pointed. Hinging at the hips, fold forward at the hips. Making your way into a warrior 3. Micro bend in the upper back. Extend the arms above head. Lower the left toes to the mat, making your way to a crescent pose. Torso perpendicular to the earth. Micro bend in the left knee. Lower the left hand to the mat, inside of the right foot. Extend that right palm up to the sky. Avoid allowing that right knee to splay. Exhale, lower back, both hands to the mat. Lower the left knee. Interlace the fingers. Like if you're about to point a gun forward. Shift the weight forward. And extend the arms above head. Inhale, raise the left knee. And step forward. Back into a mountain pose. Inhale, extend the arms above head. Exhale. Bring the hands together at heart center. Heel toe your feet outward. So that the outer edges of your feet are aligned with the outer edges of your mat. Exhale as you bend the knees and lower your bum closer to the mat. Bring the elbows inside of the knees to a malasana pose. Pushing the knees out with the elbows and pushing the elbows in with the knees. Extend the arms in front of you and roll onto your bum. Give yourself a second to float on your mat, on your back, as if you're floating in the ocean. Palms facing towards the sky. You are now going to be a boat in the ocean, making your body into a V, raising your legs up, legs extended for 5, breathing for 4, palms facing up for 3, toes pointed for 2, and you're a happy boat for 1, and for another one, and for another one. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. Inhale back up to another boat pose. You're still in the ocean. Your toes are your stern. Lengthy spine for 5. Toes pointed for 4. Our body's a V for 3. Smiling, show your teeth for 2. And exhale for 1. Lower it back down to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Raising your head towards your knees. Exhale, release the knees. And drop the feet down with your heels near the bum. Palms flat on the earth. And with the knees pointed directly forward, press down in your feet to raise your hips up. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Bring the shoulders underneath and root down from pinky to shoulder, drawing your chin to your sternum in a bridge pose, letting your heart shine, opening up the chest. Exhale, release the interlace, remove the shoulders, raise the heels up, and slowly articulate your back down to the mat. With the upper back first, then the middle back, and then the lower back. Bring the knees to the chest, and bring the elbows inside of the knees. Grasp the outer edges of your feet, rooting down on your tailbone. Press the feet up to the sky through your hands as you pull down on your feet with your hands in a child's pose. Option to gently rock side to side. Massaging your lower back. Release the interlace and extend your legs, extend your arms, lengthening your neck, and melt onto your mat like hot wax on a surfboard that's been left out on the beach with no shade. Let your feet fall as they may. Let your hands fall as they may. Relax your breath. Relax your belly, your forehead, your cheeks, and your breathing. Remind yourself of your intentions and your dedications. With your eyes closed, notice how the rest of your senses are heightened. Right now your body's absorbing all the medicine you just provided it with all those movements. Movement is medicine. Slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle the wrists and the ankles. Flex your arm muscles and your leg muscles. Raise the thighs up perpendicular to the earth with your knees bent at 90 degrees. Extend the left arm up towards the sky and allow yourself to fall to the left. Resting your head gently on your left bicep. With your eyes closed, imagine yourself as a turtle in an egg about to hatch, about to dig up through the sand onto a new beach. You're going to make a dash for the ocean, a new environment, a new endeavor. And you're going to be curious in that new abyss. Press your right palm down in front of your face and raise yourself up into a sukhasana. And notice how this sukhasana is a little more comfortable than the one in which we started the practice with. It's because of all the movements. Slowly open the windows of your eyes, fluttering open. Welcome back to the here and now. Bring your hands together at heart center. Take a deep inhale in, and let's have a collective Om. Inhale. Out. Namaste, and bowing to the teacher within, our inner intuition, our inner voice. Namaste. Peace out, guys, and hopefully you guys get some waves, sound waves, ocean waves, maybe not microwaves.